AMC stock was up about 4% at about 2 o'clock today. We started to sell off right at that moment. And you guys can see right here, this is a wicked sell off. Tons of red candles. These are 15-minute candles. You guys can see the volume, and the volume has increased. On the last candle of trading today, you see 3.5 million in volume. So let's talk about what is going on. It comes down to the hedge funds and institutions trying to shake out AMC investors, and we will not let that happen, especially if you guys are viewers of this channel. So hit that subscribe button if you guys want more videos like this. Hit that like button if you want to help push this video out to as many people as possible. They need to understand the psychological warfare that is going on right now. So if we just scroll out on AMC's chart, we see that AMC has been very bullish. This is something that has not happened for a very long time. Ever since this earnings report did come out back here on August 9th, we have been in a very bullish trajectory. Now, what the hedge funds and institutions with their massive short positions are trying to do is they see the bullishness going on in the marketplace. They are doing everything in their power to essentially drop AMC stock, to make as many people bearish as possible, because when it comes down to it, doesn't matter the synthetic shorting that is going on. It doesn't matter about the manipulation. Once everything is all said and done, once the dust settles, guys, it only matters if you have legal shares, which are the shares that we, in theory, should be the ones owning, because we are the majority owners of AMC stock. But they are doing this at the last, hour of the day, the last 2 hours of the day, to really shake people out. And by doing that, a lot, well, I shouldn't say a lot, but some apes do get fearful towards the end of the day. If you see AMC down in the morning, it's not as bad as seeing AMC cratering towards the end of the day. So they strategically do this instead of shorting all these shares into the market in the beginning of trading and watching AMC recover as apes buy the dip and other people buy the dip. They do this at the end of the day to cause that fear and to instill it in you guys. That is the main thing you have to know, is this is all a fear tactic. There is no new news that came out today. There was actually good news that came out today saying when AMC does accept Bitcoin, they will also accept Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So that was wonderful news. That is likely, in my opinion, why AMC was up about 4% right before we did see this sell-off. So that is what is happening, and that is what I indicated in the last video that I even put out yesterday, is that we have seen the free flow on loan going down from 23% 7 days ago down to 20.6%. That means that there is 3% of the flow that has either been sold short into the marketplace or has been sent back to the share utilization. We are seeing the share utilization going down, but over the past 7 days ago, that was at about 72%, now at about 87%. So even 2% or 3%, even close to, sent back to the share utilization, we would still see about 1 to 2% of the overall flow be sold short into the open market. With T+2 settlement time, it takes a little bit of time for all of these numbers to reflect, but I do think the short interest is likely to go to about 20 or even 21% on the higher end, just because of this big drop we have seen in the free flow. And that is exactly what is going on. If you guys can't tell already, it is the short attack. It is 1 to 3% of the flow being sold short into the open market. Every single time this has happened over the past couple of weeks, we have been correct. And after I make these statements, you see the short interest going up by that percentage amount. Usually we underestimate it, so it could go even higher than that. That is very much on the table. And just the fact that we have been in this bullish trajectory and seeing the short interest going up this much is a very great thing. And just because we are selling off today a little bit down 1.67% to close today, down 0.13% in after hours. Not a huge move, but I think the significance of really selling off towards the end of the day today really has a lot of people kind of shooken up. And that is exactly what the hedgies want to do to you guys, is to instill that fear, because a lot of apes are newer investors and they get fearful when the price starts to go down or even starts to go up. They get overly happy. This is really a times game, and that's what you guys need to know. The facts are in our favor. But like I said, 18.77% percent short interest. Very, very large amount. 96.01 million shares that are sold short. There is no getting around this. They will have to cover eventually on their shares. In my personal opinion, when the market does go through a crash or correction, that is when their capital will really be restricted, and that's when the big shorts will have to cover on their positions. But that is what you guys need to know. We're not seeing return shares going up like you would see if the free float on loan was being actually returned. You're just simply not seeing it. It's pretty flat on the day, about 63.57 thousand shares. We're not even talking millions. We're talking thousands of shares. So that is the situation. That is what is going on. It is psychological warfare. Now, we also do see a lot of contracts that are in the money. That potentially could be why they are really doing this short attack to drop the stock. We're seeing 120 almost 124,000 calls that are still in the money, 394,000 that are out of the money. But this does still control about 12.3 million shares that will have to be hedged for if they are not already hedged for. So I do expect tomorrow to be positive. Who knows at this given point? They do have plenty of ammo to continue to short AMC if they do want to. With the share utilization going down so much at 86.93%, there is a lot of shares available to be borrowed. That is what you were seeing on the Stonko tracker data as well. 2.5 million shares that are available to be sold short. Now, let's briefly take a look at the technical analysis. As we do know, this is the latest rally that we have been seeing ever since earnings did happen on August 9th. We have seen this continuous rally. A lot of people are very bullish on AMC. This can be seen in the charts. But what I want you guys to know is even though we did come down today, we could go down tomorrow too. Nothing is really off the table. As long as we stay above 42.50, this is where our 50-day moving average is. It's looking very good. If we do go under that and ultimately under $40, that's where the bullish trajectory has pretty much disappeared. But what I want you guys to know is in between where we currently sit at about $46 per share and $42.50, which would be a significant drop. This is all a consolidation phase, really in between 50 and 42.50 is just a consolidation phase, and what you should typically expect. Why I say this is because this is where we were really going through a couple of days, really from August 24th when we did rally a lot until we did gap up the next time, September 3rd. We were really in this consolidation phase back here. So as long as we can stay in this consolidation phase, that's where we're going to get our next leg up, ultimately over $50 per share yet again. So this is somewhat expected. It's really all psychological. They're trying to get you guys to sell your shares, and that simply won't happen. At least over here, that is not going to happen. But that is basically all for this video. That is what you guys need to know. That is the reason for this sell-off and what I do expect. So drop that like on the video if you like the video, as well as consider subscribing to the channel. Also, at the same time, check out the links linked down below in the description. There is a link for the GoFundMe for Madison. If you guys do not know about that already, let me go ahead and go to that. Here that is her current situation, and most of these donations have come from you guys, so I do greatly appreciate it. I have donated some, but I'm gonna be helping along the way, and possibly buying her car and stuff. So definitely, if you guys want to check this out, some people thought I was like lying about this, so I just like to put this at the end of the video so you guys know that I'm not lying to you guys about that. It's good to be skeptical, but here on this channel, we are not sugarcoating shit. We're not gonna lie about anything, and nobody should lie about anything like that. For a $1,500 goal, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous, guys. I was gonna donate $1,000, so no need to be lying. That is exactly the situation. I don't even have to explain myself, but I feel the need to, since some people did think along those other lines. So that is all for this video. I hope this gave you guys some kind of clarity, and I will see you guys in the next video.